Hey, thanks for joining us for this quick Take Two session.
Our goal is to provide you with a couple of tidbits of local real estate information that you might find interesting.
That's right. And please hit that subscribe and like button below so you don't miss one of these riveting sessions. Let's go. Today we're going to touch on the current local market and where it might be going in the near future,
as well as some of the interest rate anxiety of what we can look for in the upcoming future.
Now, unless you've been living under a rock this past year, you may have noticed that the Canadian real estate prices have soared with the eagles, and then they're dropping like an anchor in the last, 8 months ago. So, for example, we may see a property in Vancouver, a big market area, selling a single detached home for around $2 million. Whereas in our friendly Wainwright local MD area, that looks at about the $293,000 rate instead of $2 million. So what we see on the news is the average Canadian market sale price and how much it's fluctuating. So it's important that we compare apples to apples when we're having this discussion. We all heard about the big multiple offers that were happening in the big cities. And they saw fluctuations of 20% and higher in their sale prices that happened. But around here in the Wainwright area, about a 3% fluctuation. So things have improved about 3% for pricing. So as much as they went up, they're going to probably come back down. We have much slighter sort of a drop to have. So it's going to be much easier for us. Then add to that anxiety. We've had 7 interest rate bumps in the last probably 8 months since that climax of sale prices hitting that roof. So that's sort of added some anxiety and some confidence loss in buyers not knowing what's going to happen. So Ken, tell us a little bit about what's going on with the interest rates.
Interest rates. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. A lot of it's tied to inflation and where that's going, and a lot of that depends on supply chain as well and where that's going to go. As far as interest rates, as you can see by this chart, we've seen in the last 40 years interest rates up to 22%. And in the last 25 years, we're back down. We have an average of about 5.26%. Our current mortgage interest rates are range from 4.8% to 6.5%. So we kind of fall right in that average right now. You do have to remember about the stress test, of course, which is the contracted bank interest rate that they're looking at plus 2%. So, and I've kind of changed my mind on that over the past year of what's happened. Originally, I thought, this isn't great. But ultimately, we're seeing people get to stay in their houses.
For sure. So and it provides protection. In the United States, They're losing their houses left and right because they don't have that 2% stress test. Basically, you can handle 2% higher than what the interest rate is. So it allows people to stay in their houses without that anxiety of, oh my gosh, it's jumped up now, I can't afford, I'm going to lose my house.
That's right.
Right? So we have had 7 bumps, which is a little bit, and to me, what it's done is people are unsure of their affordability and whether, they're losing confidence and they're unsure about what's going to be happening. So, right. But in Alberta, people are coming to Alberta. We have the cheapest, most inexpensive real estate around. Ontarians are coming. They're coming from BC. We've had a few clients, right?
Yeah, Ontario as well. We've got a couple that have moved here since
for sure. Because of that, it's just becoming they're too expensive places to live. So for Alberta, things are looking great. It might be a little bit of a slower first quarter in 2023, just because there might be another increase in the bank rate.
Yeah.
But once that happens, then things are going to settle in, and we're going to have a great year, I think, as far as real estate goes.
Yep. If you're unsure about the interest rate right now and still need to buy, you can always lock in at a shorter, say a 2-year term, and refinance in 2 years if you think it's going to drop after that. So there's options out there. Give us a call. Let's talk.
Absolutely. We're happy to help. If you have any questions or other topics that you'd like us to cover, provide a little bit more information, we're happy to do that. Just send us a text or a phone call. It'd be great to speak to you. Have a great day.